we're on. Welcome everybody to the Place the Thing. And today I have two lovely ladies with me, Christine, and is that your daughter, possibly?
This is Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. Well, welcome to my show. And I see you wearing that beautiful shirt with a horse's head on it. I guess that should tell us something about you.
Everything I have is horsey, yes.
Oh, you mean all your clothing have horses on it?
Pretty much.
And that is because you have a horse farm.
We have a horse rescue.
Horse rescue farm. And what do? You invite horses to be says, come, I'll rescue you.
It seems that way, the way I'm called by them all the time. But we have, it's Amaryllis Farm Horse Rescue, and we started in June of 2005. And what we do is we buy the horses off the slaughter lines 99% of the time. And these can be anywhere from Mustangs off Indian reservations to children's pets that they outgrew, to lesson barn horses, school horses, summer camp program horses at the end of the season that have no winter employment, basically. And
so this farm that you have, where is that located?
The main barn is in Sagaponack, and we have horses from Southampton. We have 5 barns between Southampton and Sagaponack now. We've saved 72. Currently, I'm taking care of 40. Going to be 41 real soon because we have a very heavily pregnant mare that we saved.
And your daughter Rachel helps to feed these animals?
Rachel works night and day taking care of the horses. She was awarded the ASPCA Kid of the Year, which is a huge award. The ASPCA is the biggest rescue organization in the country. Just on November 1st, we got to go to the Rainbow Room in New York City, and I was born here, so that's quite a ride. And she was awarded.
You're a Hamptonite.
I am a hick from the Hamptons. Yes, I am.
And to go into the big city is a big event.
Wow.
It is. It is. So I don't even know where to start. I mean, how do you get started with something rescuing horses?
When I was 4, I found out that people eat horses. From the time I was 2, I had this little pet horse on wheels, and I used to, carry him around everywhere with me. I've always been one-track minded with horses, always. And then when I found out that people eat them, it just, kind of blew me away. And from that point forward, all I wanted to do was stop it, save them and stop it.
So what did you do as you were growing up?
My father took me to auctions, and I stood there and, we watched the kill buyers stand there, and these horses would look into your eyes hoping that you would be the one that would take them, and you'd have to watch them walking past with the kill buyer and know that where they were going. And it was just horrific. We would take one horse at a time as we could and then find the horse a home. Horses are expensive.
That's another thing. Besides being them huge, you can't just put them in your apartment. You need a place, and then you need money to not only to feed them, but to care for them and house them.
Right. It's not like running a dog or cat rescue. It's
so the first
astronomical.
horse that you rescued, it was at your expense, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first 15, 18, probably around 20 horses.
And
then when I finally got the chance to open the full rescue, we took 10. We took Elijah, and some of the pictures are going to come up in a little while. And we took Elijah first.
Elijah,
my favorite horse.
About a horse is Elijah.
Elijah
You have a picture of Elijah.
We do.
Okay, can we see Elijah on the screen, please?
I think he is the 7th picture.
Is that Elijah?
No, that's the first picture.
Well, who's that?
That's, if you want to go through the pictures, this is Lakota. Lakota was the firstborn to Amaryllis. Lakota was a complete surprise. We saved her mom, and her mom was nursing a foal at the feedlot, and what they do is they send the foals to the tanners, and they send the moms to slaughter. And we saved her, and lo and behold, she was also pregnant with her second. So Maverick got a home, her first foal, and Lakota was born March 19th in 2005. And
you don't only know the name, but the year and the birthday and all that.
I was there waiting 2 weeks in the freezing cold, staring at Mama. And yep, little Lakota's there today, big, healthy baby.
Okay, can we see the next one? Oh.
That's Lauren. That's a little bit of East meets West. That's Lauren and Aramis. Lauren is wearing the little heart bridle. She is a Mustang from out in Washington State. And Aramis is a thoroughbred racehorse who, why they were racing this horse is beyond me, because he's a big kid's pet. He is. He'd be sitting here on the couch with us, staring at TV. And they are both, I
guess he didn't win any race.
No, there's no running in him. Lots of hugging in him, that's about it.
Oh, isn't that? And Rachel, would you agree with everything your mom says?
Yes.
We have great horses.
This is wonderful. Can we see the next one?
The horses play. That's something most people don't understand, how much play is important to a horse. The horses at Amaryllis, the main barn is in Sagaponack, and they play constantly. We've got Cowboy is the paint on the right, and Bay is the one in the back there. Bay is probably the world's nicest horse. And Artie is a Mustang from the Yakima Indian Reservation. That's D'Artagnan.
Is that a ball?
That's a ball. They're all playing with the one ball, and what you don't see in the picture is one will get the ball and run with it, and the others will chase them and get the ball back.
How does that happen?
They have more fun. They play like...
Yeah, but how can they get hold of the ball?
There's a little handle on the top of the ball. It's a horse ball. It's called a jolly ball, and there's a little handle. And they get a hold of it, and they run around with it and pass it to each other. They play all day long.
No, I never.
They're like 1,200-pound kittens.
I never heard a horse
play. A lot of the horses that come have no idea how to play. A lot of them have worked their whole life and have no idea. And Bay is the horse that we put with them, and Bay teaches them how to play. And he teaches them to not be afraid. And he's got that kind of attitude that's just the happy-go-lucky, you know, let's play, nothing else matters. And he fixes horses.
That is just amazing.
It's cool.
And can we see the next one?
That's Annie. That's Annie Oakley and little Nellie.
Nellie?
We run a little summer camp, and to teach the kids, it's a big part of our fundraising, actually, for the horses, because we're a 501c3. We're a nonprofit. I don't pull a salary. Nobody gets paid a salary. So we fundraise by having the horses work with us to teach the kids that don't want to ride at the fancy show barns. They want to come and, you know, hug the horses and learn about horse care. And we start them at 3 years old. And I have some just incredibly safe horses, incredibly good horses. Annie's one of them there.
Annie's the horse.
Annie's a horse.
It's amazing. Can we see the next one, please?
That's a picture of Rachel and my mom at the Rainbow Room in New York City with the ASPCA award. You think my mom looks proud there?
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
It
was pretty amazing.
Boy, Rachel looks
It's the coolest thing in the world when kids can be recognized for what they do and what they've achieved, because they are our future. And when they realize they can change the world, one thing at a time.
It's huge. And where does your mom live?
Right in Southampton.
Oh, close by.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Well, you did say that you were born around here.
Born in Southampton.
So she's still here, which is good, because people move around a lot.
Yeah. Not me. I'll never leave here.
Okay, so
this is Elijah was the founding horse of when Amaryllis Farm turned into Amaryllis Farm Horse Rescue. And the first picture there, Elijah at the feedlot, and notice the picture on the top right, his feet. He was a 3-year-old quarter horse that you know, a lot of the quarter horse breeders, they breed in mass quantities and then pick the one amazing one out and send the rest to slaughter. It's quick money, off they go, and then they breed all the mares again. And so he lived his life in a little crammed in little stall. His hooves were never trimmed, they keep growing. Your fingernails would keep growing like that, but it's very, very painful. Oh. And it was horrible. And then at 3, he was dropped off at the feedlot with 3 other horses from that same barn, wherever that was. And he was looking at slaughter, and my horse Rascal had just died 2 weeks before, so I was sort of out of my mind there. And you know, when you make the deals with God, give me something really incredibly good to do now, because this isn't good enough. And I saw Elijah's picture come across the internet, and we said, just, that's not what life should be, you know? So I saved him. Of course, then I found out it wasn't Washington, D.C., he was in Washington State, and I had to find a way to get him.
That is a big difference.
Big difference. Oh. Big difference. But
amazing. It is just amazing.
He made it here, and you'll see in the next picture, he's very happy. He's got a whole little fan club. And I believe the next picture shows his after shot. That's a happy, healthy, gorgeous horse. Gorgeous horse.
How old is Elijah?
Elijah's only 5.5 now. He's got his entire life ahead of him. His whole entire life. And he's beautiful.
How long do these horses live?
Most of my horses live well into their 30s.
Really? Mm-hmm. Does it make any difference, like what type of horse, as far as life expectancy?
Arabians tend to live quite a long time. Ponies tend to live quite a long time. Thoroughbreds have a shorter lifespan statistically, because most of them are racehorses, and most of them at 5 are retired and sent to slaughter. Or sent through auction. 98% of those are sent through to slaughter, so it shortens the lifespan. Horses that jump all the time don't remain sound for long. But if you treat a horse the way a horse would live naturally, they're going to live for a very long time. You know, horses were meant to eat and you know, graze and move and not stand in a stall for 20 hours a day. They're meant to move. Their digestive system is more delicate than any species on Earth.
Is that right?
Horses, when they sleep in 15-minute intervals for a total of about 4 hours a day. That's it. So the rest of the time, can you imagine standing in somewhere for like 23 hours?
And it's also amazing that they have such delicate, thin legs and such body, and they don't lie down. Do they lie down?
They do.
They sleep?
Yeah, when a horse is comfortable, they'll lay down. There are days you'll pull to the barn in Sagaponack, and you'll think, oh, every horse on the farm fainted, and they'll all be flat out, legs out, you know.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, so that's what horses do. And this picture is?
This is Rachel receiving the award there with Chuck Scarborough and the CEO of
he
the
also
ASPCA.
lives out here, Chuck. So, Rachel, how did you feel when you got this award?
Good.
Good? Did you feel like jumping up and down? Yeah. You did, but you didn't.
She couldn't when she got that trophy. It weighed about 30 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you amazed that you got such a big trophy?
Yeah.
You didn't expect that. But you knew that this was going to happen, so you must have been a big celebrity in school.
Yeah.
People came up to you and they congratulated you and asked you a lot of questions, right?
Yeah.
And you go to what school?
Amaryllis in Sag Harbor.
And you're in what grade?
6th.
6th grade. Are you a good student?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you are. Because whatever you're doing, it's very responsible. And I see a magazine here. Would you tell us about this?
This is Long Island's own horse directory. And the horse directory just came out, and Rachel is on the cover. And they did a whole center layout on the farm and everything we're doing and we're going to do in the summer.
Is that Elijah, that horse that she's with?
No, this is Mikey.
Mikey.
This is, I think, Rachel's second favorite horse in the world.
And Rachel, do you also know all the horses by name?
Yeah.
Amazing. I can't even remember people's names. So you said this is a new magazine. Do you mean that this is a new...
For this month.
This month, but how old is the magazine?
Horse Directory's been around forever. It's sort of the, you know, the standard for information here on Long Island.
Okay, it says here, Long Island's Rachel Distefano is Amaryllis Farm Rescue is the ASPCA Humane Awards Kid of the Year. And look at all those wonderful pictures. So what does this whole story say?
Well, it tells about the farm and how we started, which you just heard most of it. And, you know, we've got they put in, we're going to have a benefit coming up April 18th. And they announced it also in here. This will be our first fancy benefit. I've got to find me a dress.
Okay, when you say benefit, who is giving it?
We've got a committee of volunteers that have gotten together, and it's going to be held at Wolfer Vineyards in Sagaponic, which is very nice.
And you sent out invitations, or people could come if they wish?
We've got tickets are $50 at the door. All the money goes right to the horses. And it's April 18th from 7 to 9 at night. And there is he was trying to get
April 18th is what day?
It's a Friday night. A Friday night.
That's a week from this week.
Yeah, I think we have 10 days.
10 days, that's great.
Yeah, it'll be wine and hors d'oeuvres, and people can come and learn about what we've accomplished in the last, you know, we're coming into 3 years now, so there's been a lot accomplished, incredible amount accomplished.
It is, I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, to me, this is all news. I mean, all I know about horses is horse races, because when I was married, I spent my honeymoon at a racetrack, because my husband used to love horses and bet on them. And that's all I know about horses.
Most people. It's the same. That's why the rescue in Sagaponic on Merchant's Path, we call that the educational farm. And what we do every single Sunday, we held an open house from 12 to 2, so people can come and learn about what our mission is and why, because most people don't know. 95% of the people that walk in the door are horrified that horses are slaughtered and shipped overseas in the first place. They're pets, like dogs and cats. They are pets. They're not livestock. And, you know, the horses made history. And without horses, we'd still be trucking our way through, you know, Pennsylvania by now, heading west. When you think about it, every war, the cavalry riders and the horses, it's just not, people don't think about it, they're not aware of it. So our position is to raise awareness. You know, the rescue and the horses we save is great, but our mission is far larger than that. And Rachel with the ASPCA Kid of the Year title there, and she's earned that, and she's running with it. And we've got a couple of little potbelly piglets, and a couple little ducks, and we've got a couple little bunnies, and so it'll complete our little summer camp that we do with the ponies. And you know, Rachel will be the head counselor.
So the summer camp is, how does that work?
The summer camp is awesome. It's so much fun. We take in the kids from 3 years old and up, and they learn all about the grooming and riding on the ponies and the horses. And
it's a day camp, I take it.
It's a day camp, runs Monday through Friday from 9 to 1. And Rachel
9 to 1, and what's the age group that you take?
It's 3 to 13. So we split the ages up. Yep. 3 to 6-year-olds are one group, and then some 6-year-olds that aren't ready to be with the older group will stay down, and the others will go up to 13.
So we'll then you have to hire people to work?
We have an amazing staff. We have an incredible staff of volunteers. And I am there, and I'm, you know, this will be we'll go into 28 years.
I have attended a birthday party at your ranch. is it called ranch? Did I say it right? Farm, whatever. It was amazing. It was, you know, the children were about, I don't know, like from 5 and up, and they were each took a turn riding the horses, and they were so excited. They loved to ride the horse. It was just a little round, you know.
We do lots of birthday parties like that. Bring the whole party over, and then the family gets to meet all the horses, and everyone can get the pony rides together. Or, you know, bigger kids, we've got bigger horses, and that's great exposure. It's a lot of fun.
It is. And what do? You charge for that, I guess. I mean, you have
birthday parties are about $200.
How do people know about these things, about the summer camp and the birthday parties? How do they know?
Most information's on the website. It's so expensive to advertise, but most information is on the website, and we've got a couple of different web addresses.
Because most people wouldn't even know that this exists.
I know.
But it's so wonderful.
We've got the HamptonsHorseRescue.com now is a main website, and forrascal.com.
So how did anybody write you up as like the woman of the year?
I'm Queen Stallmucker of Long Island. No.
Any of the local papers? I mean, you got this award nationally, but anybody out here, did any of the newspapers?
No, we've gotten little articles here and there.
Oh, you did?
But nothing, nothing major. It's still, it's hard to swallow, the slaughter aspect of it. Out of sight, out of mind. And there's a lot of papers and a lot of people that don't really want to hear it. So what I've decided is to flip the table a little bit and now show the good side of everything we've done over the last few years.
And
that's what's more important.
I'm curious, how come anyone in your family is an animal lover, or how did this?
I'm the last of 7 kids. I'm the youngest of 7 kids.
Oh, wow!
And I am the only one that's involved with horses. My mom rode. My mom was born in Pennsylvania, and she rode, as a kid. And my dad was born in Brooklyn. And
wow, where is Brooklyn?
His dad was.
Do you know where Brooklyn is, Rachel?
But my grandfather was in the cavalry.
Really?
I think it's just in my blood, because from the time I was born, this is what I wanted to do. So Rachel has her own
is one
mission.
and only?
Yeah.
She's one and only. Well, you have all the horses to keep you company. Yes. And you also teach the children how to ride?
Yeah.
Yes? And you ride yourself. Do you test all the horses? And then you tell the children which is your favorite and which one? I guess you do all that. It's just simply wonderful. Wonderful.
There's some pictures up there of Rachel teaching. Like they're giving Mama a bath at one point. There's quite a few pictures up there, and she's she's an amazing teacher. She's amazing with kids. They have more fun than.
Well, it's a good thing you found her.
I know. She's hired. That's it.
She's hired. Yeah, it is great. And so, how many people do you have on your compound and your staff?
We've got probably, give or take, 30 volunteers that float in and out, and everybody kind of helps in the area that they excel at. Some people want to do paperwork, which is great. I love those people. And some people want to muck stalls, very, very few of those. And lots of people want to come and hug the horses, but that doesn't help the horses a whole lot. So, but everybody has to do where they see they fit in. Some people are great at public relations. Some people are great at just grooming the horses and just, making them comfortable. So it depends. And
I guess the horses also have like the horse sense. It's true. The horses could feel who's friendly.
Most of the horses in Sagaponack, they have not come to the Sagaponack barn for months from the time that I saved them, so that I'm absolutely sure they can handle being around people. Some of them were abused. Some of them were just very neglected. and I have to make sure that they're safe because Sagaponic is the barn where we have the open houses. A lot of the fear issues are pretty serious. People can be incredibly cruel.
Oh yes.
It's
not only to horses, to other animals.
To each other, right?
And to, yes, to each other.
Right.
Well, unfortunate. That's the way the world is. Yes.
Yep.
Well, it's just an amazing story, and that's why I like my show so much, because I meet interesting people like you.
Yeah, you get a chance to find out what's really going on out there. You take a look at the traffic. It's amazing anybody sees anything going on to their right or left anymore. So
yes, I scheduled a friend who's a lawyer for next week's show, and I know him, but I really don't. So I can't wait till he gets here so I could find out all about.
You know everything about everybody.
Yes.
We have to talk after this. It's not who you know; it's what you know about who you know.
Gossip. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'm very glad you came, Rachel. And we never did look at that other little thing, whatever it is. If you could just say it very quickly.
This is Amaryllis Farm looks to educate the public, serve the community, and enhance the lives of all horses and humans involved. Extreme love and care is given to both the horses and the volunteers, to the children and the adult students. And our hope is that the love that exists at Amaryllis will spread and grow throughout the community and the East End and beyond, that the ripple effect will be astounding.
I hope you have this all over so people could pick it up and learn all about it.
We do.
Well, I want to thank everybody here for helping us to achieve this wonderful half hour.
You have to come when the foal is born.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm going to pay
Since we have no idea who the dad is. Could be anything.
Oh, my gosh. That's terrible. We can't tell anybody because the other horses may shun this horse.
Well, Bay actually thinks it's his wife now, so he'll think it's his son or daughter.
I'm going to pay more attention and come and see you or to find out what's happening, and I'll spread the word.
It's great.
I'm good at PR.
Perfect.
It's